Welcome to How to Rock Spirit's Sun-Moon Alchemy series. This audio was compiled and recorded by Dustin Cormier, a Leo Ascendant Scorpio with Sagittarius Moon, born in the year of the Metal Ram. All the possible Western Sun and Moon sign combinations can be found and learned about here. This information is for educational purposes only. I do not own any of the following content. For more astrology lectures and my own Cosmic Consciousness audio lecture series, check out How to Rock Spirit's YouTube channel, where I rap about everything from philosophy and transpersonal psychology, to psychedelic spirituality, to tantric and occult mysticism, and even to Marx and Engels and the materialist sciences. See you there! Sun in Fire Sign. Basically motivated by inspirations and aspirations. Recharges energy through vigorous, physically demanding activity and by pursuing new visions for the future. The Sun in the Signs, Interpretive Guidelines. Sun in Aries. Radiates forceful, confident vitality. Tries to fill need for recognition with self-assertion and direct, competitive actions. Forceful assertion of individuality is necessary for full self-expression. Identifies self as explorer, pioneer, the first to begin an adventure, quickly grasps essentials. May antagonize others with too forceful expression of individuality. The Moon Sign and its Element. These notes are also still from Stephen Arroyo's Chart Interpretation Handbook. The element of the Moon's sign represents an attunement from the past that manifests automatically, a mode of feeling and being that one needs to be aware of in order to feel inwardly secure and at home with oneself. This element and experiences related to it feed your need to feel right about yourself. This element and experiences related to it feed your need to feel right about yourself. By such modes of self-expression, you are satisfying a deep inner need that can give stability to your entire personality. The Moon's element also shows how you react instinctively to all experiences, with what energy you spontaneously adjust yourself to the flow of life. Moon in Water Signs. Reacts to changing experiences with sensitivity and emotion. Feels comfortable with self when feelings are deeply involved. Sign position of the Moon. How one reacts based on subconscious predisposition. Moon in Cancer. Reacts with sensitivity, sometimes oversensitivity, and with protectiveness towards self and others. Feels secure when nurturing and being nurtured by others. Natural sense of timing and ability to tune in to intuitions and emotional subtleties. Extremely sensitive to moods and reactions of others, often at the mercy of one's own moods. Can be overprotective of emotions. Strong memory of past emotions is retained forever, still coloring attitudes toward present situations. The following information comes from Isabel Hickey's Astrology, a Cosmic Science, copyright 1992 by Isabel M. Hickey Trust. Moon in Cancer. Note that this is the ruling position of the Moon, as Cancer rules the Moon. Too sensitive. Must not react to the feelings of those around them. Subject to moods. Easygoing and sociable. The need to mother others very strong. Everything experienced held in feeling memory. Introverted on subjective levels. Conservative. Operates in a deliberate social way. Can be carried away by tides of emotions. Far too sensitive in response to environment. Can be psychic. In a male chart, would attract a feminine more mother than mate. Sun-Moon Alchemy. The elemental combinations of the Sun sign and the Moon sign. The following information comes from Charles and Susie Harvey's Sun Sign Moon Sign. Copyright Charles and Susie Harvey, 1994, again in 2003. First published by Aquarian, 1994. Each Sun-Moon type is a combination of elements. In the following descriptions of the element combinations, please remember that the pairing can be either way around. For example, a Fire-Earth combination refers equally to Sun-Fire, Moon-Earth, as it does to Sun-Earth, Moon-Fire. There will be subtle differences, but the dynamic is generally the same. Fire-Water combinations. Take firepower and water power and put them together, and you get steam. the power which drove the great trains. Steam is used to cleanse and sterilize and can also scald. Emotionally, this combination has a reputation for being especially given to passionate emotional involvement. Volatile, romantic, moody, the fire-water person has the artistic temperament which can fluctuate wildly. It is a poetic, ardent temperament, courageous in its visions, yet vulnerable in its need for love and inspiration. The poet Shelley, Sun in Leo, Moon in Pisces, exemplified this passionate, artistic nature very well, and could equally be describing himself when he rejoices in his poem The Skylark. Pourest thy full heart and profuse strains of unpremeditated art. When the sun is in water and the moon is in fire, the result is a passionate crusader whose feelings fuel his purpose and art. But fire can make water evaporate, and water may extinguish fire. When this happens, this type can feel unstable, depressed, and disoriented. Shadow side. The fire-water individual often lacks the ability to take the impersonal view, that is, to step back and reason impartially about things. Their approach is intensely personal, urgent, passionate, and for them, life lacks meaning and color if that vital personal ingredient is taken away. Often a slave to the intense fluctuation of moods, this type's volatility can reach fanatical proportions, especially if a cool, reasoned argument is called for. Instability and impracticality can play havoc with the smooth running of their lives. Relationships. The fire-water type is a highly romantic, warm, and emotional person, and to a large degree thrives on love and satisfying relationships. Whilst one part of the nature may want to merge and gain absolute security, however, another part wants excitement and challenge. One part may feel an infinite capacity to give, whilst another part is impelled to devour. This mixture can be demanding to live with, but also exciting and rewarding in the way that it might stretch other, less emotional types. People with this combination tend to feel contained and grounded by earth-air types. Their moodiness and changeability is less problematic as they learn to direct some of their emotional energy into their own creative pursuits. Male versus female. This combination blends the most feminine and the most masculine of the elements. An extreme yang and an extreme yin quality together produces a very creative but also a very volatile and often difficult combination for either sex to handle. Both males and females can experience huge mood swings as they contact first their powerful independence and pride, and then their sensitivity and vulnerability. In general, both males and females will seek highly personal professional avenues. Conforming to convention is not their strong suit. Under the label of the artist, both the male and female fire-water type will find more compassionate acceptance as well as intense admiration from others. In other words, their artistic inspiration and highly theatrical style usually more than compensates for their lack of emotional stability. The following observations about your Sun-Moon combination are drawn from insights gained from astrologer Jefferson Anderson's book, Sun Sign, Moon Sign, an observation of many different individuals. The writing itself comes from Mantak Chia and William Yu Wei's Cosmic Astrology. Copyright 2012 by North Star Trust, published by Destiny Books. Sun in Aries, Moon in Cancer. The faint of heart. This combination is something of a mismatch because the Aries part is restless, driven, and fearless, but the Cancer personality is careful, cautious, and security-driven, someone who is fluctuating and lacks in security. The result is an emotional side that wants to be careful and have a solid sense of security, but at the same time, an ego that wants excitement, challenge, and risks. You are crafty and emotionally deep like a Cancer, but also have a fire driving you like an Aries. Security in the areas of home, money, and emotions are a very important part of you, and something that will be in charge of a large portion of your life choices. This mismatch will result in some of the issues you face in life, because your situation is practically impossible. After this split of the Sun-Moon personalities is dealt with, there are a lot of possibilities for the Aries Cancer. Your total potential can be released if you set up a strong emotional foundation for yourself. The combination of a powerful and creative Cancer with an Aries, who is so dynamic, clever, and aware, can not only overcome childhood issues, but also can be very successful in life. Be careful, however, with swift mood changes stemming from the highly sentimental and emotional person deep inside, mixing with the dictator part of your Sun personality. An explosion is possible because you tend to stuff your anger down for a long period of time until you decide to release it. This is another one of the challenges you face in life. You need to refrain from being upset with your natural feeling of being courageous and certain about your talents. Possibly your early home situation was not a happy one in some way, or was even disrupted, bringing about a conflict with your sun and moon. Your childhood is almost certainly the source of this fixation with security and making it such a high priority. You crave a home environment different from what you had in your youth, because you want to compensate for the situation you were in. You need to be cautious that you do not overdo things in this department and arrest your leadership skills and talents for being innovative. A quick note from Charles and Susie Harvey's Sun Sign, Moon Sign. Sun in Aries, Moon in Cancer. Your greatest strengths: smooth-talking charisma, uncanny knack of catching the imagination of your audience, ability to bring your feeling for the past to bear on your visionary thrust towards the future, the immediacy and enthusiasm of your personal involvement in projects and relationships, your very individual, dramatic style and sense of the poetic. Your greatest weaknesses: difficulty handling personal criticism, a conflict between needing to belong and needing to be different, oversensitivity and tendency to be emotionally defensive, which results in moodiness and a basic instability that undermines your best talents and achievements. Images for integration: a child in a fit of petulant fury runs away from home. A lightning storm at sea gives way to a peaceful, radiant dawn. The Salvation Army.